So it's day 2, morning, afternoon of. Little update on the morning. I woke up this morning, got myself ready, took myself on a very, very short walk around the facility. Then I had breakfast with the team, the group. They talked amongst themselves and I just sort of absorbed the Norwegian because it's very early and my language skills are so limited. It's like obscene. Like I can say something that I've practiced in my head, but when somebody asks me a question, I'm just like, hva sa du? Kan du inte det? And then they're like, fine, we'll just switch to English because she's dumb. But I'm not dumb, guys. Like, I'm really smart in English. But here we are. So we're moving on. Everything is okay. After breakfast, we had a goal-setting class as a group. That was all in Norwegian, but I was able to follow along because they were SMART goals, which I've seen for the last, I don't know, 25 years or more of my life. And they're SMART in Norwegian as well because all the letters seem to correspond accordingly. So I was able to follow along because I already have familiarity with SMART goals, and I feel like my goals are pretty smart, and they're so small, but I think he was explaining it, the leader was explaining it really well, that, you know, they just need to be measurable and actionable and all of the things that smart goals are. So we'll work on that. I met with my coordinator. Is a very nice physical therapist, seems to know exactly what he's talking about. I feel like I'm in very good hands. Like, he's heard this before. He doesn't seem like he doesn't understand where I'm coming from. It seems like he's seen it before. Maybe not in my exact case, but he's like, I know it. I know what mode exchanges are. I understand the surgery you've had. I understand the sciatica pain that you used to have. I understand that you're afraid that when that comes back, it might not go away again, which does happen. And I'm always afraid when I feel that sciatica pain, like that this is it and I'm not gonna feel okay again. And it's so scary because the feeling that I had, that sciatica pain prior to my surgery, it was the closest that I think I've ever been to life limiting. And I'm not kidding. It was really bad. Not because the pain was so severe, but because it was so enduring and unrelenting and part of my life, and it's just like not something I want to revisit. So the fact that my back is giving me trouble again, and I periodically experience the sciatica that so far goes away when it comes around, has got me to where I'm like, we've got to do something. So that's why I'm here, because the next step that they want to do for surgery for me is to fuse my spine together, which I'm not for. I really don't want to have them fuse my spine together because they don't really seem super confident that that's going to fix it. And so why would I want to risk a permanent disability if it's not going to make it better? So I'm doing everything. And that's part of this process. That's why I'm here. And I feel like I'm in really good hands. So yeah, I met with my coordinator and I feel really good about that. We had lunch. Lunch was huge. It looked like it was leftovers from the week, sort of repurposed. And they're having fish tonight, which is not my thing. So I ate a lot of lunch, and I'm hoping that it keeps me full until it's kveldsmat, which is actual like late dinner. That's usually like bread and fruit and stuff like that. So later in this afternoon, after I take my nap, we'll have another class where we learn about the hobby room and the carpenter's bow, which is where people can go woodworking and leatherworking. And they have, in the hobby room, I guess there's needle felting and wool that you can knit and paint and things like that, which I think is pretty cool. It's just like recreational camp stuff. So I'm excited to learn about that. Later on, after that, I will be maybe the only person attending this class that is brought to us by the students at the international school that shares a campus with us. They're going to be teaching a class on origami, that I signed up for. And last I looked, I was the only person who had, which is sad for everybody else because origami is kind of awesome.
All right, so I took the tour of the Snekkebyø, which is the hobby room that they have for us here. They have stuff for woodworking and painting, needle felting, leather, like you can make little keychains and stuff out of leather. It's pretty cute. I don't know if I'll participate in that. Maybe I will. We'll see. But also, after that, I went to the origami class. The origami class was taught by a young lady from Japan who goes to the international school that's connected to this campus. She told us immediately when she got in there, she's like, I am from Japan. I don't speak any Norwegian. I hope that's okay. I also don't know how to do origami. So we're all gonna just follow along, and it can't be that hard. Well, let me tell you, it actually is, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. So we kept getting distracted by a conversation because we were, chatting about Japan, chatting about the United States, chatting about Norway and language and all kinds of things. So as a result, we were able to make 2 items that were not ass. And it's a hat, a little samurai hat. She said we could put it on a plushie or something. I'm like, okay. And a heart, which is nice. That looks nice. The third thing, this is when things started to fall off the rails. We made sommerfugler, which is a butterfly. Kind of a butterfly, but man, wow, this took a really long time. And and this, guys, it's an orchid. It's an orchid. I made an orchid. I crumpled up a piece of paper and now it's an orchid. So that's how I spent my evening. I did not eat the fish. I didn't go to dinner because my lunch absolutely held me over. I'll be going to Kveldsmat probably in the next half hour or so. And then I'll get some sleep, and tomorrow is a pretty big training day. We're gonna go to the gym, get assessed, and do some training in the therapy pool as well. So it'll be actually like exercise time, finally. So I'll give an update on that as that comes along too. So that was day 2. Have a great day. Enjoy your health.